Hey guys, welcome to my carnivore channel. My name is Matthew. This is the Happy Healthy Carnivore. Whew, I like that name. I gotta tell you, I like that name change. That only happened 2 videos ago. So really still excited about that as I'm saying that. I have a few thoughts that I want to share with you this morning. I hope it blesses your life. I really, really do. When I started eating the carnivore diet, what I noticed is that my life started to benefit in so many different aspects of my life. The first thing that I noticed, and it's going to put you in an upward trajectory to, it's going to improve so many different things. And in my life is still improving so much. And I'm going to get to that. Now, a lot of it has to do with the mental portion of it, because I understand now that even though I was concentrating on the physical before, and I was, hence why I don't have the shirt on right now, but my concentration was really on the physical because I didn't understand, I couldn't even comprehend how good I was going to feel mentally. Now, and it is true. I felt so good mentally. I felt my brain at peace. I had a peaceness about me. I'm going to share with you a couple other things too, because the peaceness has to do with getting enough fat in your diet. I do take shots of these, shot glasses. I'll fill it, and anytime that I don't feel satiated, I'll drink a little bit. I'll drink on it really slow, and my brain just gets fireworks, and it just feels awesome. And if I were doing some editing, you know I'd put fireworks into this video. Also, let me see if you can see some here. Oh, there's a painting by D. Burgess. No idea how much it costs. If you have any idea, let me know. The only reason I mention this is because I've been hanging oil paintings. If you've taken a look at the other thrifting that I've done, I started to hang it up on the walls. Why? Because my mind is changing, because there are different aspects to my mind. I used to love to do interior design. That part of my mind, but the part of my brain that used to allow me to be able to have imagination or to be able to know the balance was shut down. I had no idea I was going to mention this on this video, but it is true. Very, very true. So you got the peaceness of your mind, but what's happening though? This is what's happening. So you see the physical. Now, obviously on my physical, just happens to be my body. We might be able to go over your body next time. Please volunteer out there. And yeah, the body. So the illustration that I gave you a few days ago compared to today, it's going to be like you can't even tell a difference. But eventually, if I keep doing videos like this, down the road, you'll be able to see a difference. I would hope. And we can go back and go, hey, this was you then, 202 days, I believe. And this is you now. So, all right. So I've been working out. I've been doing the push-ups, I'm doing the arm. You can see the arm back here, starting to get the definition going on. So I'm happy with those results. Got a long way to go. But what's going to happen is that what has happened with me is that my ability to be able to retain has increased so much. My ability to be able to carry on a conversation, to be able to dominate a conversation, because I am in sales. You know, I got to tell you, I don't like being in sales. Right now, it does provide well for my family. So I'm into the sales. Also, when it comes to retaining things. See, a lot of times what happens, for me at least, is that if I'm reading something and I can't retain what I'm reading, I get irritated. And then at that point, I don't want to read anymore. You just take the book and some books, it's okay to do this. You can just chuck it because you get irritated. I'm going to show you one book that I would not chuck, even if I couldn't retain what it was saying. But last night, and my wife and I have been reading a book together on the Apostle John, okay? Or the disciple John, actually. But yeah, he was a disciple. Okay, anyway. So, let's see. Well, James and John. I'm not going to give you any biblical type of thing here. But anyway, the disciple John. So this is the book I've been reading. That's right. And this book was actually, this is kind of cool. I'll share this with you. So as my ability to be able to help interior design again has been reignited. But please understand, my ability to be able to visualize again is only coming after Oh my goodness, guys. If you haven't been here, if this is your first time to be here, oh my goodness. It's from, I had a ton of memory fog. So my brain has been doing some massive healing. I'll show you some of what it's been doing some massive healing on right now. It's been doing massive healing on, I love steak. I've done weeks of steak, do steak. But as of recently, a matter of fact, if you have a Kroger's anywhere near you, today is Monday. That is correct. Monday and Tuesday of this week, they've got the chicken breasts that you can buy. I put them in freezer bags. This one was in the fridge for me to be able to eat today. I actually have 2 of these, approximately per pound, 139 grams per pound, okay? And we got our chicken livers, and that is gonna be 110 grams for 1.25 pounds of chicken livers. Ooh, guys, talk to me now. Right now, what are we looking at? Right at $4, right? And this, you already saw this. You know? Okay, so my ability to be able to retain things in memory fog has cleared up because of that protein. The protein that goes in and it allows the brain to be able to heal itself. You're being able to eat a restrictive diet. Is it restrictive though? The answer is really, in my mind, the answer is no, it's not. Because, and the reason why I showed you that book that I'm reading before I get into that is that I can retain now, guys. I can retain. I couldn't sleep last night, so I got up. I did about 100 push-ups. I did some crunches, definitely did crunches, and I did some free weights. And then I said to myself, and that, you know, that's what inspires this, because it's such a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, to be able to get to things to be able to get back into things that you have a passion for, that you believe in 100%. And this right here, I do. And I was telling you about where I got this Bible from. So I bought a dresser. I bought a dresser because I was at a thrift store. In the past, I haven't been able to really visualize like the inside of my house. And all of a sudden, I saw this dresser and I visualized where it would fit beautifully. And this dresser is like 100 years old. So, and it was on one of my last videos. I actually showed you, and I pulled out the drawers. Oh, you know what? That was, it's the one that I just didn't put out. It was the one before that, okay? But, and this was in the top. Matter of fact, in the video, I think I showed you where this was in the top drawer. And this is the King James Version. I will not read any other versions. I've got 2 Bibles that I need to donate somewhere because I'm not reading those other versions. That's just me. All right. So glad to be able to have that back. Is this diet limiting? I got to tell you, as long as I stay full, as long as I eat plenty of butter and I eat heavy whipping cream and I eat 2 breasted chicken, and if I want to, I'll eat pork loin or steak. And yes, I think the person can do beautifully on just steak. I think that is awesome. You can do the steak, you can do the water, you can do the salt. Definitely do the salt. I love the Propel with the electrolytes that you can get at Walmart. That's been my go-to. So please, if you haven't, check it out. My favorite flavor is grape as well. Really, really good. So restrictive? I don't think so. Matter of fact, the diet's not only not restrictive, in my opinion, and it's not restrictive in my opinion because I can eat all I want. I can eat 10 steaks if I want to. I do not count calories. I do not count fat. The only thing I sometimes worry about and rectified immediately is that if I'm getting enough fat, and if I think I'm not getting enough fat, I take a bite of butter and I feel so much better. Matter of fact, I take a bite of butter. If I don't feel like doing push-ups, I tell myself, I'm gonna take a bite of butter. I put a bite of butter in my mouth. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna do some push-ups now. And I start grinding those push-ups. If I don't feel like doing crunches, I'll take a bite of butter and I will start doing them crunches. Or I'll start doing the arm weights, start pumping away. Mind you, I'm not long where I wanna be physically, but to kind of recap where I've been, before I started this journey over 200 days ago, I wasn't getting any muscle bulk, okay? I didn't have hardly any energy. I have tons of energy now. I am able to build on the numbers of reps that I can do. it has my mind from back then. I mean, I had memory fog so bad. And now I can remember names, I can remember dates, I can remember, oh my gosh. The other day, just showing y'all. I mean, it was like I met Rick, I met Juan, I met Linda, and now I understand that I met Jeff and his wife, and he didn't even tell me what his wife's name was, which is probably a good thing because I wouldn't be able to forget it if he had told me what it was, which is a good thing too, because it doesn't take any effort to be able to remember things like that. Whew, we're talking about a whole new life here. We're talking about eating what some consider a restrictive diet, so it can release those restrictions on other parts of your life. I want you to hear what I'm saying here. You're eating a restrictive diet that you can eat all that you want to, that is satiating with all the fat and the salt. Carnivore diet is the one I'm talking about, guys. You know what diet I'm talking about here. Whoo, somebody, oh my gosh. And because, oh my gosh. So, I don't know. You can tell this is the first time for me to say this because you see, I kind of get excited when I'm saying something and I know it's true. And you can get passionate on things that you know when you know that you know that you know that are true. And I know these things are true. This is why I say these to you. Whoo! Oh, I didn't even know I was going to get a real, yes, I love being able to really jump out like that. But please understand, you're eating a restrictive diet to release restrictions on almost every other facet of your life. Even last night I was thinking about, I really need to get a new will done up. Where did that idea come from? Because my brain it's on different levels, okay? And yours will be too. This video is not for everybody. This video is not for anybody but you. The one person out of 99 or 1,000. That one person, I love you and I care about you, and this video is for you. For you to be able to see that you can change every facet of your life. This is a life-changing diet. I am 51 years old. I feel like I'm 25 years old. My ability to be able to retain now when I read is just so great. My ability to be able to be out in public and not get the, I used to be very nervous. Matter of fact, when I was growing up, I stuttered a whole lot. Yes. And I had a lot of angst. And, as far as like meeting brand new people, it just didn't come naturally for me. And now with my stress levels, I'm telling you, you got to get a handle on this. When you change that diet, it changes everything. Carnivore diet. Okay. Because I don't want to give the same examples that I did in another video. And this is true. But, okay, so the other day, a gentleman was asking me, and he was like, hey, what should I do about this particular financial thing? And I answered him. And when I answered him, I gave it in a religious context so that he understood what my premise was. And I also understand that this gentleman either will or will not take the advice. But what I do know is I do know that I came from a good place when I gave him my opinion only, so that he can either follow it or not. And that's where we come into free will, right? So, but man, I gotta tell you, restrictive, you don't have to worry about this diet being restricted. You can eat 10 steaks, you can eat 10 things of chicken. Now, mind you, my other videos, what I've been trying to show you is that you don't have to eat 10 steaks and 10 chickens and stuff like that. I think the most important thing that people have to get past is that even though it's not restrictive on how much you can eat, it is restrictive on seeing things as they are, okay? I was watching another carnivore last night, great guy. I think it was called Old Man Carnivore, great dude. He was talking about, and I do watch a couple other carnivores because they inspire me. But okay, number one, you've got to get past your addictions. Now, I know a couple of carnivores out there that are struggling with their addictions. Get over it. Get past that. Get past your addictions. Eliminate all of those things. When you pull into a place, I don't care where it is, we'll say Wendy's right now. And this happened to me at Taco Bell. I had a bad addiction. I pulled into that Taco Bell. I wanted it and I pulled out. And I wanted it and I pulled out. And I wanted it and I hit my steering wheel with my fist. And I said, Gone. Guess what? I drove my butt home and I went to sleep. And when I woke up, that addiction, that calling to the Taco Bell was gone. You've got to understand that what you desire, your outcomes, your place physically where you want to be, mentally, physically, for your loved ones. Don't put yourself first. Is that addiction more important than your loved ones? Then you put your loved ones first. Whoo! And if you're going to be more than you are now, you're going to be more than you are 200 days ago. You get to this point, you understand that what you've been eating has been poison, full of inflammation. You see that now you're sleeping. Okay, me, I wasn't sleeping all night. Now I'm sleeping all night. I don't have pain in my back. I don't have pain in my knees, my neck. I can use a pillow. When I put my head on my pillow, I'm like, oh, this pillow feels so good. I'm not laying there in a straight line going, I can't move. No, I'm laying on my shoulders. I'm feeling great. You can too. That's what this video is all about. Whoo, man. And there's so much more of you after you start this diet. There's so much more, meaning there's so much more of you to give to the ones that you love, to be able to be here for a longer period of time, for you to be able to get out and do. Now, mind you, when you're on this carnivore diet, it's not just what you eat, and it is. This is a diet, but it's also, in my humble opinion, it's like a lifestyle. Now you've got the energy, you've got the mind. You can, I don't know, maybe I could go into interior decorating again. I really wasn't into it before, but I did help people decorate their houses just because for me it was easy peasy. I knew what balance, I knew the colors, the color schemes, the way that they should go, and that was a lot of fun for me. But it also helped me a lot when I was trying to find certain outfits to have certain images and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, I haven't got into that really. Going to those thrift stores, though, I've purchased a ton of shirts, and I'm gonna go ahead and put one of those shirts on right now because for whatever reason, let's see. I gotta tell you, I have so many shirts from thrift stores. Most of these shirts are costing me like $2.99. I just have so many, and this is just a small handful of them. I'm just like, where did I don't know. Let me go and put this on. So all you people out there that have not been thrifty, I have gotten, just to kind of recap with you, overall, and check out, oh my gosh, last week alone, if you're watching this video, last week alone, I know I'm kind of juicing up my own past, but check out those videos, thrifting videos. Oh my gosh, over $10,000 worth of photos, not just in one day. It was over a 2-day span. And yeah, anyway, so here's a shirt. What? I paid like $2.99 for it. It's a Nike Golf. So let's go ahead. I forget how this fits because it's been so long before. I think I might have only put it on one time. So yeah. It's, you can see, and it's been worn maybe one time, or maybe this was a brand new one. And this Nike Golf, oh my goodness, I'm sure it would cost like $50, something like that. Look, I look totally different with a shirt on, don't I? Here's the thing, when it comes to our physical body, when we start seeing it as it really is, it's kind of like an aquarium in a way. What I'm saying to you is this: with an aquarium, you take care of it. You've got to clean the water out. You got to make sure that there's nothing growing on the sides of your aquarium. You got to make sure your fish can eat. You want it to be optimal, and everything is visual. What I'm saying to you is this: your body, when you take care of the inside of your body and you give it what I consider the optimal species-specific diet, which is carnivore, the least inflammational, the most nutritional, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to start working out. And you're going to be able to start working out and you're going to be able to feel great. The fiber thing, we know that was all a lie, okay? You don't need any fiber in your diet. I haven't had fiber for over 200 and some odd days, like 202, 203. You know I just hit that a minute ago. But, and I'm just free kicking it with you all. I'm free kicking the real knowledge here. Or at least what I think is the knowledge, what I have experienced. So, it's important to get away from the idea that the body is some type of like, hey, look at me. No, it's about, hey, look at how my body's changing, eating the optimal fuel, being 51 years old, not being on any meds, and I want you to be here. I don't care if you're 51, 65, 75, Whew, a lot of y'all out there are like 40-some years old, and the doctor comes up to you and goes, you got high blood pressure. Here's your high blood pressure medicine. You're type 2 diabetic. Here's your insulin. Here's your metformin, whatever the case may be. What I'm telling you is this: there is a change about to happen in your life. If you want to consider getting on the carnivore diet, being able to reverse these symptoms, folks, whoo, somebody talk to me. And I would find a carnivore diet, because a doctor that believes in carnivore, what they're going to do is they're going to support you in this. All you're doing is changing the fuel that's going into your body back to your species-specific diet, in my opinion. And we're talking about land shaking. What we're talking about, just your life-altering diet, so that your life force, your potential, what you can do. Oh my gosh, guys. I can tell you personally what I've experienced is that so far, like this month, just to kind of give you an example, I have more than I have quotas at work. I am at 2.5 times my quota. What I'm saying is that depending upon the job that you have, and it really doesn't depend on it, but whatever you do, you're going to have more focus. You're going to have more. You're going to have more physical strength, more mental aptitude. But you're going to be able to, and I believe this because it's happened to me, and it happened to me only since I've been on the carnivore diet. And you can see how when you increase physically, when you increase mentally, are you not able to perform better? Of course you are. And now all of a sudden, when you start to feel, if you're like me, you at certain times, you would start to feel like not as strong in the head. You wouldn't be able to focus as much. And when you can't, how can you perform as well, right? There you go. And now that you're going on this diet and the inflammation is being removed and the arthritis has been removed, you're able to get a full night's sleep at night. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to understand that the stresses that you were feeling are going away, and you have a new reality. And then, as old man Carnivore, to come back to that, he was saying something last night. He was saying something about, is a piece of pizza more important than your health life? Does a piece of pizza is it that addictive that you don't want to have and come over to the other side where the inflammation is removed? I want to say yolk destroyed. What I'm saying is that it's not worth it. What's worth it? Have a big old juicy steak, have a big old chicken breast, have a whole thing of heavy whipping cream, eat your butter, get your strength, try to get ripped if you want to. But again, lifestyle. What I'm going to say to you is this: you got, the importance of being able to get an exercise bike inside, get a treadmill. It's about to get cold out there in most of the world, I believe. I mean, we are heading towards winter, right? But get something where you can comfortably get those steps in, 5 to 10,000 if you can a day. Get that bike in, get that blood moving. Yes. No more fears, guys. No more fears. No more fears. No more fears. What it is that we are ripping away what they say coulda, might. It's thought to be. What am I talking about? I'm talking about all those medical journals that say something about. Guys, what I'm talking about is cholesterol heals us. Cholesterol is nothing to be afraid of. Read your studies. Do your studies. When you do these studies, what you're going to find out is that you have nothing to fear on this diet. What you're going to fear, you're going to have no fear. Matter of fact, once you start feeling as good as I feel, once you start feeling as good as, hey, Mike, I know you're out there. I hope you're watching this video. Mike introduced me to the carnivore diet. And, Mike and I we haven't talked about it in a little while, but how good we feel on this. And we would have never known if we hadn't jumped in with both feet, because the information out there, this is a roots ground, whatever. It's a ground up type of movement, because nobody is trying to push this. I don't know why, but I can tell you this. If you start this and you're on this for 30 days, I am 99% sure no one would go back. Especially if they knew what they would feel on day 60. They have no idea how good they feel on day 60. It was about day 90 that I got my sense of smell back. Whoo, somebody listen to me now. And then after day 90, oh my gosh, day 200. Man, memory fog went away around what day? I don't even know now. When did my deeper thinking on different levels at the same time happen? Like when I'm sitting somewhere and then I just drift off, or when I'm in bed. Oh my gosh, guys, I will share this with you. I know this video's got it going kind of long. But last night when I'm laying there in bed and I'm starting to think, well, my brain can go off, you know, as it's trying to figure things out. It's kind of like half asleep. And then my body jumps. My body jumps. I'm like, what? In other words, my brain is very active. And with a very active brain, what's going to happen is, well, come on now. You're able to think on different levels. You're able to live a much richer life. And you're able to think about things much deeper. And you think about what you say before you say them. Or you just get up in front of a camera like I am, and you just throw it at you. All I do is just... Hopefully it makes some sense to you. I know, and I pray that it does. Whew, I'm telling you guys, I love each and every one of you. I want you to have a beautiful week. Today, I'm doing this video on Monday. I'm about to put this up. And see, here's the thing. I do love doing those other videos, okay? Where I cut and paste. And I do like to do that video editing. I do. But I can get the message out to you quicker this way. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And I hope you're enjoying the context. If you have any suggestions, please go ahead and throw them into the comments. Would love to hear from them. Please like, subscribe, and comment. But yeah, so otherwise, just kind of let you know from my point of view, because you see, I have to go to work for like 9 hours today. Okay, so in that case, I'm not gonna be able to do that because my computer, for some reason, I got to see about getting another computer. But you know, using, I think it's Clipchamp. I think so. What it is I have to email them, then I upload them, then I process them, then I export it and whatever. But my point here is this: I love doing these types of videos. I love just kicking it. And you know what's so cool about it is that it's so real. You know, being real. Can you put a value on that? I don't think so. But you know, this type of video right here, I wouldn't have been able to do as I'm doing it right now when I first started. If you go back and take a look at my earlier videos when I was plant-based, I am not who I was then. Mentally, I've healed so much, guys. Feeling so blessed, guys. Whew. Again, I want y'all to have a blessed week. I thank you for spending the time with me today. I would love for you to be along. I want to be along with you on your journey. I'd love for you to be along with me on my journey on the happy, healthy carnivore. I'm looking forward to doing other things. And guys, and the different types of videos is what I'm talking about. And if I can drag Darlene or somebody else out there to help me go visit every barbecue joint over here in Tennessee and the ones that you recommend. And I don't forget which one those were. And if you have any barbecue places for me to go visit anywhere in the country, please let me know. I'm going to do my best to do that. No guarantees, not at all. But if they're close to Tennessee or if they're in Tennessee, I've got a much higher rate of being able to, you know, go and visit them and have fun at them. Y'all have a beautiful day. I do appreciate you. Again, my name is Matthew. I don't even know if I said that in the beginning of the video, but if I didn't, my name is Matthew. Really good to meet you. You have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you all in probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put out a video tomorrow, of course. If I don't, it's gonna be on Wednesday. Wednesday is my day off still. My schedule's about to be changing here pretty soon, where I'm off on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm still off on a Wednesday. Matter of fact, I might take off on this Sunday just for fun. But yeah, y'all have a beautiful day. Peace out.